Hello, gamers! Welcome back! The PlayStation 2, or PS2, is one of the most legendary consoles of all time. Imagine this. The console had more than 3,800 game titles and sold over 155 million units worldwide. But among those thousands of games, a few have become true treasures today. Their prices can skyrocket to hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Why? Because these games are extremely rare. Some had terrible sales, others were banned, and many had limited releases. So in this video, we're diving into the 7 rarest PS2 games in history. And hey, if you still have one of these sitting on your shelf, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. 1. Rule of Rose. First up, we have Rule of Rose. This survival horror game was released in 2006, right at the end of the PS2 era, but it immediately sparked controversy. Media accused it of having disturbing content, even involving children. Because of that, the game was banned in several European countries. Its distribution became extremely limited, and only a small number of copies made it to players. Today, a physical copy of Rule of Rose can go for $600 to $1,000. That's insane for a PS2 title that many ignored when it first launched. It's no wonder this game has become one of the rarest and most expensive PS2 games in the world. 2. Kuon. Next is Kuon. This horror game was developed by From Software, the same studio that would later create Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Released in 2004, Kuon only launched in Japan and North America. It never reached Europe, and at the time, the horror market was already saturated with Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Many players overlooked Kuon, even though it was unique for its setting, a dark story based on Japanese Heian-era folklore and ghosts. Now, it's considered the holy grail of PS2 horror collecting. Original copies can sell for $500 to $1,200, making it a true collector's prize. Number 3 is Haunting Ground, also known in Japan as Demento. Developed by Capcom in 2005, this game had a really unique concept. You play as Fiona, a young girl trapped in a mysterious castle. What makes it special is that you're accompanied by Huey, a dog that helps you solve puzzles and fight off enemies. Unfortunately, Haunting Ground launched at the same time as Resident Evil 4, and we all know RE4 was a massive hit. Haunting Ground was overshadowed, sold poorly, and quickly disappeared from shelves. Today, it has become a cult classic in the horror community, with physical copies selling for $400 to $800. That's more expensive than a brand new PlayStation 5 digital edition. Fourth is Blood Will Tell, based on the classic manga Dororo by Osamu Tezuka. Released in 2004, the game follows Hyakimaru, a samurai whose body parts were stolen by 48 demons. Your mission is to defeat them and reclaim your body. At the time, Dororo wasn't very popular outside Japan. That meant sales were low and distribution was limited. And since the game never got a remaster, the PS2 disc is the only way to play it today. After the 2019 Dororo anime revival, nostalgia drove demand even higher, and now it sells for $200 to $500.
Damn demons. You really think you can kill me? Try me. I will take back all the 48 body parts the fiend stole from me.
Sweetie.
5. Silent Hill: Shattered Memories. Next is Silent Hill: Shattered Memories. Released in 2009, this game is a unique reimagining of the very first Silent Hill. It had a fascinating feature, a psychological system. The story, dialogues, and even the ending would change depending on how you played. While the Wii and PSPS versions are easier to find, the PS2 release was extremely limited. By 2009, most players had already moved on to the PS3, so very few PS2 copies were made. Today, a PS2 copy of Shattered Memories can fetch $150 to $300, especially if it's still sealed.
Come on then, girls, introduce yourselves.
I'm Michelle, and I'm Midwich High's prom queen.
And our next star?
I'm Lisa. I'm a nurse.
And I'm Harry Mason, famous author and seducer of prom queens and nurses.
Can we be in your next book?
Sure.
Can you dedicate it to us?
Nope. Dedications are always to my wife and daughter. It's only fair.
Pick out your partner. Choose enemy. Come on.
Number 6 is the King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. For fighting game fans, this is one of the best KOF entries ever made. It had a massive character roster and refined mechanics that made it a competitive favorite, but here's the catch. The PS2 version was only released in Japan in 2009. By then, PS3 had already taken over and sales were tiny. That makes this PS2 disc incredibly rare outside Japan. Collectors now pay $200 to $400 for it.
I'm gonna snap you like a twig, son! Let's get it cracking!
7. Def Jam: Fight for New York. And finally, we have the legendary Def Jam: Fight for New York. This fighting game wasn't just about combat. Its roster was filled with real-life rappers like Snoop Dogg, Method Man, Ludacris, and Ice-T. Even the soundtrack was loaded with licensed hip-hop tracks. But here's the problem. Those licenses expired. That means this game can never be re-released or remastered. As a result, the original PS2 version has become extremely valuable. Collectors are willing to pay $250 to $600 for a copy. If you've still got this game on your shelf, don't sell it cheap. It might just be worth more than a pair of limited edition sneakers.
See? You know what to do.
shots. Yeah, time to pump it up. Do it up with the special.
So, there you have it, the 7 rarest PS2 games in history. From disturbing horror titles, to cult classics, to rap-fueled fighting legends, each one has its own reason for being so hard to find. Whether it was limited releases, poor sales, controversial content, or licensing nightmares, these games are now treasures for collectors around the world. So now I'll ask you, which one of these games brings back the most nostalgia for you? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. See you in the next video, gamers!